Valve made $1 billion from CS cases last year, data claims, which is Gamba, right? Can we agree that this is just Gamba? Valve made $1 billion in 2023 from CS Gamba. That's a lot of flipping money, dude. There's a meta market wrapped up in the Counter-Strike ecosystem that's worth billions of dollars, and it's entirely virtual. Isn't that a weird premise, though? You know? Right, fair. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. It's such a weird notion that there's so many people invested in this idea of just having real world money spent on digital things that don't actually hold any kind of real physical value, you know? It's a weird premise. NFT, yeah. Well, and look, man, that actually coincides with a lot of well, that's why I read it like that previously. I don't know if you listened to the way I read the article off, but when I read $1 billion, I did the whole pinky thing, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads. So the NFT thing, man, one of the things I've said about NFTs the whole time is that the problem with the way it's being integrated into our video games now is that it literally is just a scumfest. You know, it's just a scamaz. And the thing is, the NFT incorporation could be a very mutually beneficial thing for us as gamers and the corporations developing the games, right? Publishing them, developing them. We just don't have the back end. You know, the universes aren't meshed enough to make it, you know, to give us that kind of incorporation right now. If we had these universes, these gaming universes, where like no matter, you know, if all these companies had some way to link up to where, like, say, you know, with Rockstar, they've got GTA, and with, you know, Sony and maybe a game like Gran Turismo, you know, I can't remember who's the studio that actually develops that for them or whatever, but, you know, you got Gran Turismo, and, you know, and then you got maybe also throw in the mix a game like Cyberpunk from CDPR, right? And so you take this premise of an NFT and the blockchain. So you've got an NFT, you've got this badass car, and this car is actually can be an NFT item, right? So it's a digital asset that you own and is tied to you uniquely blockchained, right? And this car is a very powerful item in game, and it's a very lucrative item and highly sought after item in the gaming communities as a whole. But not only is it something that you got out of a game like Gran Turismo and can be used in a game in Gran Turismo, but that NFT, right, that asset can also be used in your Cyberpunk game, right? And it can also be used in your Grand Theft Auto game, right? So these assets that you've obtained through some form or fashion, whether it be Gamba or actually, you know, some kind of maybe even a raffle, in-game raffle that you entered and won, or maybe even a competition in a game or something like that that you took place in, and you won some of these highly valuable assets. When it's like an NFT, an asset that can be used across different universes, right? Then it becomes something that is also beneficial to us as a gamer, and not just these corporations trying to make us feel like they have value when they're really just nothing. They don't hold any substantial value to us, right? This is where I think it fleshes out to a period of something having a substantial amount of value for us as game players, as well as for the companies as developers and publishers. Because anytime you have these NFTs and they're highly sought after, there's a lot of trading, there's a whole economy behind it, and whoever, is the creator, like whichever, there's going to be this whole premise behind, any of the universes that NFT can be used in, and primarily the creator of the NFT, the company that created that NFT in the first place, is going to take a cut of any time that NFT is sold, right? Between people or whatever. So there's this premise of, items being valuable. And I mean, dude, I'm just using an example of a car. There could be a car, it could be weapons, so a weapon that can be used in Grand Theft Auto, but can also be used in Call of Duty, or could also be used in any other game that uses, like, a rifle or something like that. You know what I mean? There's this thing that could happen with what NFTs could be, and could be tied to us through the blockchain of how, that unique identifier for us, and how they could be seen as a valuable asset to us that would prompt us to be more engaged in this world of what NFTs, the premise of NFTs, I guess, right? But we're not there, dude. We're not even close to that. We're not even close to that idea of what NFTs should be. I'll say should be, could be, and should be for us as video game players and as consumers, for it to be something that we should be adopting, you know what I mean, as to what these companies are trying to push it out as right now. So in the future, if it gets to that point where these universes are meshed enough and connected enough that we can have these items that can be, transported and used in different games and different universes, it's going to be very nice for us. And they're going to be highly sought after items, right? In large part. The more unique, the more highly sought after, supply and demand, all that kind of stuff. There's going to be an entire, there could be a huge economy behind this. But we're just not there yet. It's the CS skins market, and it sees tens of thousands of dollars change hands every day, with players buying, selling, trading, and unlocking weapon skins, cosmetics, and cases. It was recently claimed in a data-driven report that 2023 alone, the skins market, led by case openings, made Valve, Counter-Strike's developer, almost $1 billion. It's effectively money for nothing. Valve sells keys to open these cases. It's gambling, and players pick up virtual goodies to equip, hold, upgrade, or sell forward. Historically, the skins market has been the home of some dramatically valuable transactions, with one-of-a-kind weapon skins selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've seen people open some of these and lose their minds. CSGO CaseTracker.com claimed that more than 400 million cases were unboxed in 2023, with CS players spending a whopping $980 million on case keys, dude. God dang. That's a staggering sum, and is indicative of the leading power of Counter-Strike, which after more than 10 years on the market remains one of the world's most popular and widely lucrative games. The report divulged more information, such as claim that case prices have increased by 178% through last year. In 2023, the Dreams and Nightmares case sat at the top of the table, earning Valve a whopping $126 million alone. In the granular breakdown, it was shown that the release of Counter-Strike 2 in September caused a massive boom in case openings. Dude, that's wild. Random emote time, nice. That is wild, dude. That is really crazy. The Gamba pool is real, dude. Yeah, the ecosystem for something like that doesn't currently exist, like you said. They would need to build a common system between. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like meshed universes. It would all need to be connected. There'd need to be connectivity through the different, companies that provide access to the games. It's a very far-fetched idea right now, right? I mean, it's not something we even have a remotely close system to be able to handle that kind of concept. Yeah. But that if NFTs are truly to be something embraced by us as gamers, I think that's where it has to go. I don't think that anybody should be buying into what the concept of an NFT is in the current state. And I think we're a long ways away from this notion of what I just promoted NFTs need to be. We're a long ways away from that. But I think that's where it has to be.